Good morning, lovies. So it's another day closer to New Year's. It's a few days until Christmas. And I wanted to do my day 2 of burning of the messages, and then I'll read some tarot with you guys. So I have this old, I love tin boxes, tin signs. I don't know what it is about it, but I've always loved it. I have this really cute little tin box from my grandmother had that I keep my cards in, and I'm gonna keep my papers in, and then I've got this glass jar. I'm just gonna burn it and then close the lid and keep it in here for now. Yeah, if you're doing this with me, I hope you get something out of it. I enjoyed doing it yesterday. So I'm just gonna light my incense. Let's see, what do we have today? So I got all these from, I got a bunch of incense from the dollar store. I got like 40 for like $1. One of my favorites is dragon blood. I also have black cherry. Let's see what that's. Oh, that's cherry. This over here. Whoop. Okay, now it's done. Okay, can I light? Oh, a little hard to open. And my candle too. There we go. All right. So I think I'm gonna do the burning first, and then I'll read my cards with you. So every day, starting yesterday with solstice up to New Year's, you write down 12 things you want to manifest, you want to attract into your life, whatever you want, really, and to work on the next year. I think it's a lot better than resolutions, because they don't really ever stick, and you punish yourself for not keeping them, and but this is a more softer sense of like, what do you want to change, what do you want to bring into your life, what do you enjoy, what do you want to keep doing, what do you want to be better at. So I'm going to pick one and burn one today and release it to the universe, and then on New Year's Day, when there's one left, that's the one that's meant for you. So it's pretty cool. So I'm going to, which one feels right? This one. Which one is this one? Let's see. And then yeah, so this one is number 5 for me. It was keep growing inside, within, and outside myself. Just to keep growing. So in whatever ways that means. So I'm going to release this into the universe, and then then it's already taken care of. It's already in my timeline. It's already out there waiting for me. I just have to believe that it's already there, and that I deserve it, and that it will happen for me, and it'll show up for me. So, all right. So I'm gonna burn this one and drop it in my jar. So it's getting released right into the universe. Okay. I'm just gonna close the lid. And that's that. So that is until tomorrow. I'll do another one, and then I will read my cards for today. So, and I have to clarify. So next Saturday, I mentioned in a previous video that I was getting tattooed. I'm getting a few tattoos I'm very excited, but I mispronounced the lady's name. Her name is Kay, not Kat, that I'm having an appointment with. And she is really awesome Flash, and just we have a lot of the same interests, it seems like. So I think I will connect with her, which I've been looking forward to meeting her. But the tattoo shop is Fallen Desires in Loveland, and it's an all-female shop, so I'm looking forward to doing that. Because the more, I don't know, it's just a female sisterhood kind of thing. I feel more comfortable getting tattooed by women. So yeah, I can't wait to be in that space. But I'm going to get As Above, So Below on my hand. It's just a special meaning for me. And it comes part of, as above is, the universe and everything cosmic and abundant and above us and more than us. And then so below is like grounded to you. Your subconscious, your dreams, your, I'm going to say your battle within. And everything's just connected. So the whole saying is as above, so below, as within, so without. So you're in this like flow state, right? So as within, so you stay in the center because you're present. You're centered in your flow state, but it's like, the past is always behind you and the future is always ahead. So you're constantly in the middle of this, like, I don't know, I see it as like a rotating circle that when you walk through, everything's just circling around you and you're like connected with everything. And so anyway, so that's like feelings come and go like the tide. Things come into your life, they go out of your life. Things come into your life for a reason, for a lesson, for some inspiration maybe, and then they get released. So and then as above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul. So as the universe, everything, abundance, infinite, right? And then connected to your soul. So I'm going to do that on my hand. And then I'm going to get this cool beetle flash that she did because I like bugs and rodents. I really want pet mice, but with my kitties, I can't have them yet. I just think they're so cute. Anyway, so I'm going to do a beetle on my stomach somewhere. And then I'm going to get face freckles. Because she can do hearts and stars inside them too, in colors. So I'm going to do the bicolors, the blue, purple, and pink, just for me. So I think that's going to be really fun. And yeah, see what that looks like. Anyway, I'm excited. So I'm going to do my cards, and I apologize. Yeah, it's Kay. Kay is her name, but there's a lot of great artists there. So if you're in Colorado and you're around, go check them out. And I'll do my cards. Okay, so I'm gonna do my moon deck first. I got the music going. I found some winter solstice music on YouTube without ads, so that's what I'm playing today. I love the music with no ads, because then you just, you have to watch an ad before you start. You can skip it, and then it'll just play for hours, which is really nice, because then I know I won't be interrupted, and whenever it's nice to just have in the background. So let's see. Let's feel a card today. This one? Celine. Bring light into someone's dark sky. Aren't those drawings really cool? I love them. That would be a cool tattoo too. Oh, I want so many. So hopefully I'm bringing love into somebody's day today. Not only myself, but anyone who needs it. Alright, and then I'll do my self-care deck. I kind of do this in rotation. So, and I call this a self-care deck because the size is like the same as a tarot deck. They're just like different sayings. No pictures, just sayings, stuff to work on, stuff to do for yourself. So give you ideas, things you can do. And some may resonate with you, some may not, but it's always little tips. So this one, and on the front it says self-care isn't selfish, and it came with this book. Do I have it here? Oh, yes I do. Okay. If anybody's curious, it's the self-care book, a health and wellness guide. If anybody's interested, that's what that is. And it just has, just different things about self-care. So this will be like another video, but it's kind of cool to check out. It's got pictures, food for self-care, nurturing relationships, setting boundaries, self-compassion, the importance of self-talk, self-care for the mind, the importance of sleep. There's lots of good stuff in here. So that kind of helped me when I was starting my self-care journey before I made this routine for myself. And I still look at that book. So anyway, this card is Be Your Own House Guest, which is give yourself the gold star treatment. Prepare yourself in a warm bedtime drink, cool if it's summer, and add those little extras like a napkin or a small healthy snack like you would for a guest. Just treat yourself like you're at an all-inclusive resort, pamper yourself. You deserve it. You all deserve it. Okay. So let's go to I'm going to do the traditional deck this time first. And then I will do the kawaii. So let me just shuffle these up a little bit. Whoop. Let's see. All right. I'll use my cards here. Okay, let's see. I just get a feel for the cards. And whatever sticks out or feels, I don't know, one always feels different to me. So this one I drew yesterday. Was it yesterday? One of my favorite cards. I think I explained that. Because it's always like, the images are always like deceiving, but there's always some bigger, powerful message behind them. So the Tower is 16. And the Arcana, it's always good to start with. Well, anytime you draw those, it's good. I feel it means more than, okay, 13, 17. Here we go. So 16. So now I've drawn this 7 times. And I when I started journaling and I would do my cards, I started writing down my cards in my journal and just little brief explanations, so I could go and look back. And then I went back to the beginning and went through and marked in my book how many times I've drawn the cards that I've drawn. So there's some, like I said, some I've never drawn, some I've drawn a bunch of times. So yeah, it's just interesting. It's the ones that you pull. So the Tower. Keywords: breaking down, release, revelation, structures. Another unsettling card, the Tower shows figures being struck by lightning and falling from a high tower. It can indicate unexpected and even unwelcome change, an upheaval, or crisis over which we have no control. It often reflects truism that bad luck seems to come in phases, so everything happens at once, and we are left floundering as we try to deal with it all. On a deeper level, though, it symbolizes the need to break out of structures we have built for ourselves, to change our outdated patterns which no longer serve us. Having faced our shadow, the structure of our ego may have taken a blow, as we are forced to confront the walls we have built around ourselves. So, really, it's about breaking down your barriers, shedding your skin, transforming into the butterfly, right? Letting go of what no longer serves you. People, places, things. What no longer brings you joy. And that's why I think things in your space are so important. Also, when you look around at, anything, art, pictures, trinkets, do they bring you joy? Or do they bring you, a not so great memory? Do you have a bad connection to something? Can you let go of something that doesn't serve you? And then that way it's out of your space, it's out of your mind, and fill your space with things that you enjoy, things that bring you joy, things that make you smile. And eventually it becomes your little sanctuary, right? Because every day, if you have like a picture that reminds you of something that you don't really like, every time you see that picture, you're going to be reminded of that same thing. You have that connection to what you don't like. So if you remove that from your space, you don't have to go through that each time. And your mind is free to see the things that you love, that fill your cup, that fill you with joy. So it's just another thing to try. So the Tower symbolizes awakening in a time when illusions are shattered, masks have fallen, permanent structures are proved to be flimsy or false. So when you realize you've moved higher than these things, that you're above what doesn't suit you anymore, you have to let go of those things that that no longer serve you, and focus on the good. While it can be distressing now, you have the opportunity to build something stronger. So this is a new start, a new chance, a new beginning, to build the wall, build the life you want. So this card can also symbolize a flash of insight or enlightenment, a breaking open of awareness, which gives us a much broader view of life. Because you're on the tower, you're above it all, right? So you can see more. So when the Tower comes up in a reading, it inevitably indicates a time of change. Whilst this can be unsettling or even painful, it also usually brings revelation. We are broken out of our comfort zone and possibilities open up around us. It's time to let go of what no longer works and build something more fulfilling. Here's your chance to start over, to build something better, to build a better you, build a better life, build better whatever you want. I always love that card because it's doing the work. It's breaking down your barriers. It's opening yourself up. It's sharing with other people. It's not being afraid to take that first baby step, right? So one of my other videos, previous videos, I talked about the movie What About Bob with Bill Murray. And it's kind of like my motto in life, just taking baby steps to get to where you need to be. And taking baby steps is okay. And being on your own path is okay. So, I say that a lot. I want to get, at first I was going to get this elaborate tattoo of some, the favorite things I love about the movie, but I think I'm going to go more simple. And on this hand, I want to do like a really beautiful goldfish, like almost like a beta, like with really long flowing fins, and then just have like baby steps on my hand. So I can't wait to get those. But in a week, less than almost a week and a half, I'll get my other tattoos started. So very excited about those. Okay, let's do another one. I like to do 3. So this one. 7 of Wands. Ooh, that looks a little bit more. Let's see what that says. 7 of Wands. That's the first suit. 7. Also, this is 7th draw on this one too. Interesting. Okay. The 7 of Wands symbolizes courage in the face of opposition, the need to stand your ground and have the courage of your convictions. Following the success of the 6, new challenges appear. In most versions of this card, the figure holds the higher ground, symbolizing the solid and positive position brought by past efforts and successes. However, the figure is usually also beset from all sides and may be outnumbered. When this card comes up, you may need to look at where you are on the defensive and where you have the strength to stand and fight. There may be a change you are resisting, and sometimes letting go of resistance is all that is needed to remove the obstacles in your progress. You may be called to act on with courage of your convictions and also evaluate your priorities. I'll have to think about how that connects to me. Because sometimes it isn't right away, but it'll bring up something from my past or something in the future, possibly. Let's do this one. The Knight of Cups. All right, let's see. Knight. There we go. It's 4 on that one. Okay. The Knight of Cups is a romantic daydreamer, sensitive and fond of poetry and flights of fancy. In some ways, he is the knight's closest to the chivalry and divine inspiration of medieval knights, risking all for love or for an idealistic dream. He feels intensely and may come across as quite dramatic at times, unable to see beyond his overwhelming feelings and his need to express them. He is charismatic, the kind of person others are drawn to, but may also be given to illusion or even deception of himself as well as others. Unlike the wand and sword knights, his horse is usually shown standing still, as for him the action and movement take place on an inner level. His quest is one of the heart, the quest for true love or devotion and service to a higher being or higher ideal. I'm kind of a hopeless romantic. So I feel like this is the quest for true love and devotion and service to a higher being or ideal, to the universe, is a grand quest for life. So I'm gonna do one from my Kawaii deck just to wrap it all up. See, this one I was shuffling loosely and this one popped up. The Lovers. So that one is I've only drawn that one a few times, but let's see. That one is, I think, towards the beginning of the Arcana. Oh, there's, okay. I've only drawn this 4 times. It's number 6. Okay. So keywords: relationship, love, inner and outer union, bringing together opposites, choice. In the lovers, we meet the other for the first time and must learn how to relate to others. The lovers represent union, both with another person and within ourselves, and the coming together of opposites. This card is about forming bonds and connections in romantic relationships, and also more generally. Relationships with others, whether close and lasting or fleeting, offers us opportunities for growth, for getting to know ourselves better, and also for learning to focus on something beyond ourselves. Whilst it's tempting to always interpret this card in that context, it's important to remember that we also have a relationship with ourselves. And this card also symbolizes integrating the masculine and feminine within ourselves. The angel shown in many of the more modern versions of the lovers represents a mediating force, helping us to balance our inner and outer dualities. When we feel complete and accepting of ourselves, we can meet others as a more honest version of ourselves. So that's kind of what I was saying yesterday. Once you strip all your masks, once you see your true self, once you accept and love your true self, you can see others on the same level as they are, not what you want them to be or what you wish them to be, but seeing them as they truly are. Everything's stripped away. So yeah, our active and masculine side is often directed by our feminine or unconscious side, and this card symbolizes this dynamic and the way it guides our actions. So in a reading, when this comes up, it indicates a relationship, the strengthening of a bond with a loved one, or perhaps a commitment or even marriage. However, it can also indicate the need to make a choice, often between staying in your comfort zone or moving towards a new level of maturity. Sometimes it represents the need to bring the masculine and feminine, the active and receptive sides to ourselves into balance. I think it's just this accepting of all the dualities within ourselves and in the world, inside and outside of us. And seeing everything and everyone as they truly are. I think it's a beautiful thing. So, I look forward to talking with you tomorrow. Have a good day, lovies.